Hey guys, it is Kara again today, third video. I'm very happy to get back to videoing, even though I haven't done my homework yet. But as mentioned in my last video, here is the CupLee review, both sizes. I'm very excited to have both sizes because they both work out so well for me. These are, I don't know, I had a viewer ask me on a video what was my favorite menstrual cup, and I don't even remember what I listed, but I would say the CupLee instead now, just because I love it so much. So one thing I want to point out is these sizes are just about perfectly proportional to each other. As you can see here, if I can get them fitted together right, they fit, the small one fits inside the large one easily, and the large one is just a little bit I guess, inflated beyond the sides of the smaller size, and the top is just a bit taller with it being inside. It squishes down that much to the top of the next cup. So that's interesting because a lot of cups are not proportional. They're just the same dimensions, but like different lengths or different widths. Like they're always either the same width with a longer version or the same height with a wider version. Like the Diva cup is like that, for instance. Anyway, let's keep going. So it's a very smooth cup. It looks like it would be sticky, but it's not. It's pretty smooth, and it's very soft. This is a very soft cup. I would say it's comparable to the soft Malunas, though the material is a little bit thicker and it is silicone instead of the TPE, and the shape is totally different. The shape is really pointy, which I don't typically like in a cup, but it works for me, especially with the larger size. I don't need that much capacity, but the shape just works a little bit better for me because it's slightly more rounded. You can see the smaller size kind of juts up from the second rim and then goes straight into that curve. This side has a little bit more length to work with, so it's a little smoother, which works a little bit better in my body. The cups otherwise are just more of the same thing. As I mentioned in the knockoff comparison video, let's see if I can even get these lined up. I'm trying to attach the stems, which is not really possible to do once you've cut them off. But they make the cups so that with the stem length, they are the same length, but with the stems off, they aren't. So the size 1 stem here is longer than the size 2. I'll show you that. But the grip rings are in the same spot on both stems. The size small is just longer. Both cups have this little nub at the end, which I like, and you can see that when you cut off a stem, if you still have a little bit of the cup with the stem and it hasn't gone through the cup, where you have cut, then there's a nub there, and that nub is very nice for getting out cups. I can get a cup out without any grip rings if it has that little hard piece at the end. There are 4 suction release holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rim, actually, another comparison to the Maluna, this first end rim here is very much like a Maluna cup, though there is a second rim right here, but the thickness to the cup doesn't change with that second rim. See if there's any shape on the inside of the cup. Yeah, it does. So when they added this extra silicone to the outside, they put a little bit less silicone on the inside, and that's how they're the same firmness at the base and at the top. Their color selection is awesome. They have so many colors, and this is their pouch that they send with. It just matches whatever color you have. I only have the green one because that's the one I bought by myself. This is a pouch that I've been using for the black one just because I got it in a D-stash, and that's what the lady sent with it. It works fine. And actually mesh material, it's almost like tulle. Like this, it dries so fast, and that's good for the cup because it doesn't have to sit and stay wet. Though it's not a natural material, just so you're aware. The black color seems like it collects more dust and stuff, and it gets what seems to be more like marks on it, like water marks after sterilizing it, but it's just because it's the solid black shiny color. Because if I look closely, I can see the same amount of crap on this cup too. And that's mostly just because it's not a matte material. You can kind of hear the cup sticking to itself on the inside. But as I mentioned before, the cups are relatively slick. They're super easy to insert. They pop open easily, even though they're soft, and that's just because of the design of the second rim and the fairly resilient first rim. I love these cups. That's all I have for you. I'll see you next video.